Ladies and gentlemen, do you remember Amit Shah saying chronology samajhiye? Because I will help you understand a chronology. That will help you understand who really are those people who want to divide the country. And who are those people who want to ensure कि हम एक है तो safe है. Now on your screen is this image that has come in today of Rahul Gandhi in the sunset. As expected, Adani, Adani, Adani. But that is not the story. What are the other catchwords that you see on your screens? Right from Pegasus, you remember? Every time you have a parliament session that is about to begin, so Rahul Gandhi will be out on the streets, with certain fancy terms. Pegasus is one of them. That matter goes to the court. We all know what happened. The other thing that he's been talking about is Adani, Adani, Adani. That also went to the court. We know what happened. संविधान खतरे में है, देश खतरे में है, डेमोक्रेसी खतरे में है, to the caste census, to EVM हटा दीजिए, क्योंकि elections fair नहीं हो रहे हैं. There is a problem. If you just understand the chronology of all these words that you see on your screens, and before I forget, Rahul Gandhi is the same leader who the BJP alleges has been out on foreign soil. He wants a foreign intervention. He wanted powers in Europe. He wanted powers in the US to intervene into the domestic affairs of India. You're wondering why? Because he wants to be in power. Because there is absolutely no other way that Rahul Gandhi can unseat Narendra Modi. A Narendra Modi who many said is down and out. He's defeated. He's at 240. But things changed post the Haryana elections. Things changed post the Maharashtra elections. So the opposition today has zero agenda. When they have a zero agenda, the only thing that one can speak of is distraction. The government today has said that this is nothing but again an attempt to unite, to get all the anti-India forces. So on your screens now are two leaders. Both these leaders have their own ideology. One is Narendra Modi, who is in power, even though he's at 240. But you have seen what happened in results even in the assembly elections. Narendra Modi is the reason today why a lot of leaders are very, very upset. This includes the Gandhis. There are, remember, 3 Gandhis in the Sansad now. There is Sonia Gandhi, there is Rahul Gandhi, there is Priyanka Gandhi. But Gandhis are not in power. And because they are not in power, you will see a lot of this distraction happening on a lot of issues. But let's come down to the crux of this. These are important questions we must ask of Rahul Gandhi now. Because this is not just about the Adani issue, ladies and gentlemen, and this is not even just about a George Soros. That's not the issue I will talk about. But who's anti-Bharat? Who wants to weaken Bharat? I think these are important questions that the moment you begin to ask, you will get answers to what happened to a lot of those people who said this is a rising Rahul Gandhi, it's a resurgent Rahul Gandhi. Is it not true that Rahul Gandhi today is working against Bharat's interest? Is he working for the interest of the Bharat, or he is working for the interest of the Congress or of the Gandhi Parivar? I think you are smart, you can decide the answer. From Pegasus to the caste census to Adani to Samvidhan Khatre Mein Hai to EVM Hatao, why have all these issues one after the other just tanked? They have tanked the Congress, they have tanked Rahul Gandhi, they've tanked the entire India Alliance. The India Alliance that wants Rahul Gandhi out today. This brings us to our next question now that's going to go up on your screens. Is it not true that Rahul Gandhi says that democracy is dead in Bharat? You and I go out to vote. The Election Commission of India conducts that fantastic exercise. But Rahul Gandhi says there is no democracy in the country? Really? Is it not true that Rahul Gandhi has sought foreign intervention into Bharat's internal affairs? He wants everyone to intervene. And not very long ago, Manishankar Iyer had said, उन्हें हटाइए और हमें ले आइए. आपको याद होगा ये पाकिस्तान में उन्होंने कहा था. Is it not true that Rahul Gandhi, remember, ladies and gentlemen, has peddled fake news on China? Has he not done that? Do you remember it? This brings us to our next final question that's going to go up on your screens. Rahul Gandhi, fake news. Rahul Gandhi when it comes to issues of the country. The critical question that people ask is that who wants to unite Bharat and who wants to divide Bharat? That's the question that I want to ask, and we'll say good evening to our panel of guests also now joining us. As we say good evening to Radhika Khera, the national spokesperson of the BJP, Ishkaran Bhandari is a noted advocate of the Supreme Court with us. It's a pleasure also to have RSN Singh Saab with us, who's a noted author. He's, remember, been a part of the research and analysis wing. So he will tell us कि कौन भारत के खिलाफ है, कौन भारत के साथ है, और ये conspiracies जलेबी की तरह कितनी पेचीदा होती है. Jalebi is what Rahul Gandhi could not have in Haryana. Lokesh Jindal is a political analyst. Professor Monojit Mandal is a political analyst. He does lean towards the Trinamool, the same party that today says कि Mamata Banerjee को leader बनाइए, Rahul Gandhi को हटाइए. So Monojit, why do you hate Rahul Gandhi so much? Why do you hate him so much? Is it because he's anti-India? Is it because he only thinks about the interest of the Gandhi Parivar and not the interest of Bharat?
No. Deepti, this is amazing kind of inferences that you draw. I mean, Congress is a different political party. Trinamool Congress is a different political party. Yes, we are part of India Alliance. It doesn't mean that we hate Mr. Gandhi. We don't even hate Mr. Modi.
That's a
who
good
is
thing.
at the marauding road as far as India's destruction is concerned, in terms of his economic policy, in terms of unemployment, in terms of foreign policy. You talk about George Soros being a threat to India. Look at what is happening in your backyard, in Bangladesh. The Bangladesh is a country that's going out of
Very
your
good,
hand
Manojit.
day
Very good
by
that
day.
you spoke
can't
about
believe
Bangladesh,
that
because
becomes
for a
bigger
moment,
threat.
I
Pakistan
wanted to keep this
already
towards
limping
the
into
latter half of the show.
Bangladesh and
Monojit,
will try
he's
to plague you
Alex
forever.
Soros.
And
Wait,
you are
Monojit, wait.
individual.
You know, I think it's a good moment to also get Lokesh Jindal into the conversation. He's busy looking at his phone. I do not know what he is looking at. Has he got some message from someone, or he wants to say something special? But Alex Soros is the son of George Soros. He was recently, seen with Muhammad Yunus. And you all know what's been happening in Bangladesh, no, RSN? Rahul Gandhi had extended congratulatory wishes also to Muhammad Yunus. And Rahul Gandhi, truth be told, also has a problem with saying the Hindu word. He does not admit the fact that Hindus are under attack, Lokesh Jindal. In Bangladesh, you call them religious minorities. But the point is, how far can Rahul Gandhi go, Lokesh, to get into power? How far can he go? Can you tell me?
Well, Rahul Gandhi is not saying anything wrong. If he's asking questions, that's what he's supposed to do as the leader of opposition. The whole point is, if at all there are any form of evidences to support the stand that BJP has been taking, they should be brought before the public at large. But merely empty accusations, theories, some form of imaginations are unacceptable to the general public discourse. What we are saying is, if there is anything concrete that must be brought before, and let the administration, legal institutions take care of the rest.
No.
But
Why doesn't that theory hold when Pegasus goes to the court? Why doesn't that theory hold, Ishkaran, when the same Adani matter goes to court and it is debunked by the courts? Then you say even courts are compromised.
No.
Media is compromised. There is no democracy in the country. No, Lokesh, you remember this?
Yes, I do.
Then?
What I would say here is, the opposition bringing to light all these contentious issues is something that is very healthy for the democracy. The opposition putting the executive responsible, the government responsible, is something that a responsible opposition got to do. But the government dodging off the questions and in retaliation accusing the opposition of being anti-national, accusing the opposition of being anti-India is something...
Are you anti-India or not? Lokesh and Monojit will vouch for this, that Rahul Gandhi not call for a foreign intervention. Did Manish Shankar Iyer, when he go to Pakistan, not say, unhe hataiye, hame le aiye? Was Rahul Gandhi not seen with Ilhan Omar or not? Can you tell me yes or no?
With respect to the seeing with Ilhan Omar, that is a half-baked truth. It was not he was alone. It was a committee in which Ilhan Omar was one of the member, and Rahul Gandhi visiting over there had no discretion to segregate her on any ground.
What are you saying? You're saying Rahul Gandhi can't say no? Rahul Gandhi can't say no? He can't figure out. You're saying no to Mamata Banerjee. You're saying no to Akhilesh Yadav. You're saying
Mamata
Rahul Gandhi
Banerjee
only
and
will be the
Ilhan
leader
Omar-
of the India Alliance. You can't say no to meeting in Ilhan Omar.
Wrong comparisons. Wrong comparisons.
These are wrong comparisons, Ishkaran. But before I get an RSN and Radhika here, Ishkaran, what is at the crux of this?
Yes.
Because clearly the issues that have been raised by Rahul Gandhi and the fact that he has again and again been labelled anti-India. What is the chronology?
The chronology before George Soros, to my mind, starts with an MOU with China. Why do we in public life not deserve to know what are the details of that MOU? What are the cooperations you are extending? What is the viewpoint you having towards Bharat? That any political party which is entering into an agreement with a foreign entity, it is the very basic of democracy that it should be disclosed to everybody. What is there to hide in that? That has still not been answered. It's almost 15 years of that MOU being signed. Now coming to the George Soros aspect, it's not a coincidence. James Bond said once is a happenstance, 2 times is a coincidence, 3rd time it's enemy action. You have repeated Manishankar Iyengar's statement, "Inhe hatao, hame lao,"
Yes.
which almost seems to threat of removing the Prime Minister through means which are not democratic and which can be very dangerous in another nation. Probably a criminal investigation would be ordered to a statement like that. The other aspect is when you go to foreign trips, you constantly keep asking for foreign intervention, and India has had an unfortunate history of 1,000 years of how people to settle domestic scores in India have wanted foreign intervention and how that has set India back by 1,000 years. The third aspect is Soros. What is the link? If you are heading an institution or you're a part of a body which is being funded by George Soros, who, forget conspiracy, by his own words said the biggest setback to him is the re-election of Prime Minister Modi,
Exactly.
who his own words say Hindu nationalist state puts him in panic, who by his own words says I will set up a $1 billion fund. You don't need to prove all that. When somebody is trying to remove a democratically elected Prime Minister or is talking about Kashmir being semi-autonomous and Azad and Indian Muslims being thrown out of Kashmir and losing their citizenship, which is all false, that person is an enemy to the nation, and if you have ties with him, it is for you in public
So,
life
Ishkaran,
to
isn't
come
this
out
by
and explain
design?
these are not
See, if
private
you and
citizens,
I
these
and
are
our viewers can
families of
understand
rule
this, the
India.
Congress can also understand this, Monojit can also understand, and so can Lokesh. But Ishkaran, why is the Congress party and why is Rahul Gandhi doing this? Why does he want to divide the country?
See, it's very simple. If you believe that you have not managed to win elections because people are thoroughly rejecting you, and you can live in a utopia and you can have a band of followers saying 99 is bigger than 240, you can live in that. But as in a recent article in Washington Post, it is said that truth is an undefeated champion. That truth hits you because you are at 99, you lose Haryana, you lose Maharashtra. So what do? You go to foreign sources that somehow a Bangladesh can happen in India, where you can create some sort of a street protest, get foreign intervention.
Yes, and I
foreign
think
money,
Salman
foreign
Khurshid
sources,
said much
and
the
remove
same.
the
Salman
democratically
Khurshid
elected
had said much the same, Monojit. Even as you're willing,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
willing to overlook what Rahul Gandhi is doing. But the point is, Radhika, somewhere to say that Rahul Gandhi is here to destabilize the country and he is working in cahoots with the US deep state. I mean, we have a strong, robust government under Narendra Modi. It's a strong democracy. So what if Rahul Gandhi believes it's dead? It's clearly not dead.
Good evening to all, and you are absolutely right. We have a very strong government over here under the leadership of Sri Narendra Modi ji, which is why, however much Mr. George Soros and his buddy Rahul Gandhi and Madam Sonia Gandhi have tried, they have not been able to destabilize the government. There has been an agenda which we've been seeing continuously, which has been running right from the time of Rafale, or if you see the Pegasus case, or you see the vaccination theory. Every time, whatever George Soros wants and CRP is projecting, they are right in sync with the things that Rahul Gandhi picks up here. Now the question rises, which is there in everybody's mind today, from all of us sitting here to your good self, as well as every person in the country. Why is Rahul Gandhi doing this to the country which has made him Rahul Gandhi? He's a citizen of India. Is he actually a dual citizen and he does not belong to India, or he has some sort of animosity with India that he's behaving like this? It's a question, when you talk about that, मेरे पीढ़ियों ने देश के लिए ये कर दिया, वो कर दिया, हमने अपनी जानें दे दी, हम शहीद हो गए. God bless the souls of Indira Gandhi ji and Jawaharlal Nehru ji and Rajiv Gandhi ji. What is his son, great-grandson, grandson and son doing over here? So what we really need to understand is that why is Rahul Gandhi behaving like a puppet in the hands of Mr. Soros? And it is not just Rahul Gandhi. Shashi Tharoor has accepted it that he is a very good friend.
Can I come in,
and
please?
if you had seen Shashi Tharoor's tweet, he also has very... Can I please complete?
Yes.
He had some very nice words to say for George Soros. He said that that he's more than an investor, he's a concerned world citizen.
Okay.
Well, the only thing that George Soros is concerned about is creating destability in India, harming the Indian financial system, and destabilize and removing Narendra Modi ji from power. So one thing is very common between George Soros and Rahul Gandhi, their hatred for Narendra Modi. Now their hatred for Narendra Modi ji is so much that Rahul Gandhi has become an enemy of his own country.
But how
which is
can
very
Lokesh like this you win an election? I know Arasan wants to come in. Arasan, just give me another 30 seconds. Lokesh, what is the game plan of the Congress? What is the game plan of Rahul Gandhi? I mean, if you can't win at the hustings, you can't. See, Mamata Banerjee has won with the same EVMs. They've won all the 6 by-polls. You did not even congratulate Mamata Banerjee, na, truth be told. You are living in denial. You can't accept that Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister of the country again.
We have never denied it. In fact, when he takes the oath, the entire party is present over there, very much acknowledging it. It's not that any form of formal boycott has been issued.
No,
So
do you
this
believe the
strong-
EVMs then? Do you
No,
believe
no.
the EVMs?
There's
Do you
a very
believe
strong
democracy? Do you
exposition
say
that you have
democracy is
made.
not in danger in the country?
We are calling for more transparent form of polls to be conducted so that the apprehensions that have been raised as to how the percentage of those who are polling has increased suddenly, and what about the names that have been included in the electoral
Will you do
vote?
this? Will you do this for the Delhi elections also, the Bihar elections also, and the many later elections also, Lokesh? Somewhere you need to learn. No, you need to accept that people will ensure that you win when they believe in your agenda. But when they believe, RSN, that their agenda is to defeat Bharat, no Bharatiya is going to be standing with the Congress. But RSN, what really is about this Congress and Rahul Prem of anything that is anti-India? Anything?
No, you couldn't have put it more correctly than to say the idea is to defeat Bharat. What a wonderful statement you have made. And you and I are anguished, rather pained, because we believe in this nation. But Rahul Gandhi, he himself is on record, in saying, in a meeting in UK, he said that India is not a nation. It is a union of states. When you believe this country to be just this nation, just to be a union of states, that you are talking about only the instrumentality part of it. His heart doesn't beat for India. I don't know, probably the last person could be, whose heart beat for India, maybe Rahul Gandhi, maybe Rajiv Gandhi, but not thereafter. So this, when you focus on this kind of instrumentality, then you will, flash the constitution, you will talk about EVMs. And by the way, when George Soros openly said that he will spend some $100 billion or dollars, for regime change in India, did somebody condemn George Soros?
Yes.
From any part, from most political parties.
It's laughable. It's laughable that India could be destabilized with
No, I don't know what's the problem if RSN wants to unmask a George Soros character. Lokesh, why should you be worried? Ishkaran, I see you want to come in. Let RSN complete his point, then I'm coming to you.
No, what I'm saying,
Yes.
that he indeed he was responsible for regime change in Bangladesh. He even whatever this upheaval that you see in Myanmar, George Soros and his son Alexander Soros are singularly responsible.
Yes.
The only thing is that he was not successful in India, but yes, he did give the government some very jittery moments. And let
Are
me
you
tell you,
saying,
ma'am,
RSN, that now that Rahul Gandhi has been defeated, he can try to do this again?
yeah, of course. If you had lost Haryana elections,
Huh.
if you had lost Haryana elections, ma'am, I'm not talking about Maharashtra elections, George Soros would have unleashed hell on you. Unleashed hell on you, I'm telling you. Strategically, for the BJP, a Haryana win was a must to save this country.
Okay.
Otherwise, the plans were ready.
Okay, Monojit, why are you so quiet today? Either you agree with Rahul Gandhi and his anti-India agenda, or you hate it. You will have to take a side. No, Mamata Banerjee is a nationalist, she says. Mamata Banerjee is a patriot, right?
I'm amazed by the fact that where there are so many important issues plaguing the country from top to bottom, you are talking about an individual who is sitting somewhere in Budapest or maybe at times in
No,
USA.
forget that individual. We are talking of the LOP. We are talking of his agenda against
आप बोलने क्यों नहीं देते हो? What is your problem? What kind of debate is this?
अब देखिए, जॉर्ज सोरोस के नाम पर आप इतना ऊंचा
What kind of
बोलते
debate
हैं।
is this? You don't even allow me to sit down
संसद
in
में आप
single
जाकर
sentence.
राहुल गांधी के
What
साथ
nonsense?
खड़े नहीं होते, मोनोजी।
What is nonsense?
बताइए, सबको बताइए ना, ये सही बात है या नहीं है? Rahul Gandhi protesting against Adani, the TMC boycotted that protest. Did you boycott or not, Monojit?
I am protesting against your conduct of the debate. I am protesting against your conduct of the debate.
Okay, you can protest.
नहीं देते हो, बीच में चले आते हो।
That
what
does
is
not
this?
mean you don't answer
बोलने
the
तो दो।
question, Monojit.
I am protesting loudly that you don't allow us to speak even a single sentence when you allow your friends to complete 2, 3, 4, 10 line sentence. What
Come
is
on.
this?
Do you want to tell me? Do you want to tell me whether you support Rahul or you don't?
बोलने दो थोड़ा. I am saying simply this, that there are so many important issues in this country. You are talking about this individual, sitting in Budapest, he is going to destroy India. What kind of India then you are running? And this man was in Raw. I can imagine what kind of horrendous officer he might have been in Raw.
Why are you making personal attacks, Monojit? Why are you making personal attacks?
Monojit, don't make personal.
This is amazing.
Why are you making personal attacks?
Monojit Saab, don't take it personal because you know I can be devastating.
Hang on.
Monojit Saab, don't take personal. I can be very, very
Monojit,
devastating.
India is not a dictatorship. It's a democracy. Everyone has a free voice, right? But please, there's no point in getting personal. Why do you want to hit out at RSN?
Contain your cool. I haven't said anything against you. I am just saying that our heart beats for the nation and we believe in Bharat.
Okay, I just want to give 5 seconds to Ishkaran. 5 seconds to Ishkaran. Ishkaran, 5 seconds.
Just one point, because India is a very strong democracy, does not mean we ignore threats or scoff at hundreds of billions of dollars to destabilize India. Any nation which ignores threats suffers, and there is a well brought out plan of regime change which we have seen across nations, where you create internal disturbances by funding money into NGOs, by buying out political leaders, by getting street protests, by breaking the stock market, and then trying for a regime change. So price of liberty is
Radhika, tell me
eternal
one thing
vigilance.
that a lot of our viewers have been asking, again, just 5 seconds. There's so much evidence against Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi and the Congress. Will you act?
Obviously, we will definitely act. The Bharatiya Janata Party always acts. And let me please remind the spokesperson of the TMC over here, when matters related to India's sovereignty will arise, we will debate on it. It is not just a matter of debate. This is an issue which is concerning the national security and integrity of the country. We will not let our
Absolutely. And like I said, does the
Bangladesh or
Congress
Pakistan
believe
or
that the
Sri Lanka
Gandhi Parivar and Congress is more important or Bharat is more important? We leave it there only for what of time. Radhika and all gentlemen, thank you so much. We head into a quick break.